should I say, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass with some water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now, move your body and drink some water. Stretch it. Move your body and drink some water. Oh, man. Move your body and drink some water. Oh. Family, move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, look, move, toast. Stay healthy though. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat your protein appropriate diet. Move your body. Take your breath though. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Family, great Ujamaa. We will not allow anything to steal this energy of this day, but I do have to say something about 10 years. 10 years. But before we do all that, let's go on and do the work that we need to do at first. Family, I need to make sure that all of y'all know about the free e-course. You know what I'm saying? The free e-course. I want to make sure the family knows that you can support Gye-Nyame journey. We could trade. You understand what I'm saying? I don't necessarily like just doing the whole donation piece, but I love being able to offer you value and you find it valuable enough to go on and invest. You understand what I'm saying? So we have a free 7-day e-course, and in that e-course we cover on day 1, it'll come to you in your email, Unleashing the Power of the Nguzo Saba. We call that the Players Pyramid over here in Gye-Nyame land. Understanding how to use folktales, myths, and legends. Of course, you know that's called folktales for grown folks, those that be joining the show when I'm doing it. Day 3 is wisdom mining. That's known as tribal quotes, which we will be doing tonight. And speaking of tribal quotes, let me go and give you the quotes for the night while we on that. We on day 85, coming straight from the Gye-Nyame Journey workbook, tribal quotes. You can get this individually, or it comes as part of the package with the 7-day e-course with the offer that comes along with it. All right, day 85. There is nothing more tragic than to find an individual bogged down in the length of life, devoid of breath. Man, and breath is breathth. Now I ain't gonna take no calls this morning. You know, it's early morning. Shouts out to CeeLo. I see you out there. Shouts out to Brother Kwame. That's from Martin Luther King Jr. Not engaging in ignorance is wisdom. We will be taking calls tonight, but more than likely the show is going to be late because I am going to be traveling to Kentucky, and I will set up once I get my room. I will set up and I will start the podcast. I have something to say about the 10 years. You can say that one for the night, my dear. You know, unless you're gonna type it up, because you know if I open the lines up, I'll be late. I got to get these girls to school. I got a dentist appointment. I got to get my hair cut. I got a lot. Not engaging in ignorance is wisdom. That's from the Bodhidharma. Last one, do not despise a gift no matter how small it is. That's from Lesotho, South Africa. We cover how to deal with those on day 3. On day 4, we got the power of libation. And of course, that's, we're going to deal with the daily toast during that aspect of the e-course. Then day 5, pulling it all together. That's the Warrior Handbook to Life's Journey. Day 6, power of meditation. Meditation by the numbers. I talk about that process. Day 7, the 224 self-help process, and the 21-day Nguza Cyber Challenge. We talk about all those, because we got the hashtag 224 self-help process, and we also have the 21-day Nguza Cyber Challenge, and we talk about how those all incorporate in the process of Gye-Nyame and becoming part of the tribe. So family, check out the free e-course. I'm going to post up the link right now. Let's see. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just so hard sometimes. Just work with me, machine. All right, hell, let's do it with my finger. Why is my touch screen acting like that? Okay, they get in, it works real good the first couple of days. Then after that, all bets are off. So let's go and post that up in the chat. Boom. Alright. Also, family, make sure you make your way over and check out our merch. Yep, we got merch. And it is hot. I just added a bean bag the other day. I'm just going crazy. So now I gotta buy me a bean bag. It only comes in white though.
Sasha. Yes, sir. Come on.
Alright, you go to Gye-Nyame Journey /merch. But I just want to make sure I got the links up for you so that you can go on. If you want to support, you can. Check out some of the merchandise. We got the original Daily Toaster shirt in black, dark colors. I don't know why I can't get all the colors right now. I'm still working on trying to figure that out. We're going to get that together. But in the long sleeve, you could definitely get it. I'll show you a sample of that. All right, so we got our sweatshirts. You know, of course, I got the Daily Toaster sweatshirt, but I also got the Gye-Nyame symbol. Y'all see the Phoenix. We got it in red. This is the Imani edition, right? Mm-hmm. Then we also got the. Let me see. Where is my long sleeve Daily Toaster shirt? There it goes. In black. We're gonna be sporting this one today on the way down to the conference. You know, got this the original Daily Toaster. There we go. So, you know, and we got that up there. I'll fold them up afterwards. Brother Kwame is throwing out some. He says, I got my Daily Toaster shirt, but I have to save up to get my Cat In shirt. Okay. All right, family. We're going to work it out. Brothers 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 going to work it out. Hear me? Brothers going to work it out. But hey, so now, also, the KN newsletter will be coming out. I'm delaying it now because we got the conference, and I want to get as much of this conference as I can, just in case some information that's released. I want my family to be the first to get it. But first, let me do this also. I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of December production, and this is the Daily Toast. Simba, you on strike? I thought we came to terms. Of course, you know, we strive to blow up your old paradigm. So I went to bed last night. I got word. Well, actually, it came earlier in the day. I got word that Amber Geiger was sentenced, and I was surprised she was sentenced. I'm gonna be honest. I was surprised. I was very surprised. And then I found out how long she was sentenced, and she sat there crying the white girl, the magic white girl tears. You know what I'm saying? And she ends up getting 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. Even at it May, it's like she might as well have walked. How many of y'all got family members that's serving more than 10 years for a non-violent offense? She broke into somebody's house, murdered this man in cold blood, gave no assistance to try to help this man, and only get 10 years. Family, right now, what we have is we have a failure to communicate. We have people. Well, actually, we have communication that's very clear. The value of black life. 10 years. I often tell a story about my brother. I got a brother in jail right now for a nonviolent offense. He served 8 years straight. He's serving 8 years straight. 8 years. Nonviolent offense, first offense. 8 years. Eight years. You know what I'm saying? I'm in agreement with you. I was shocked that she was charged too, but my whole piece is like, you know, they're gonna pee on your head and say it's rain. You know what I'm saying? You can't call, that's not justice. You know what I'm saying? They gave her time because they had to give her time because this turned into a public fiasco. So they had to give her something. But you know, we got them allowing her to use the Cass doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that if it was in reverse, that brother wouldn't, man, listen, that brother would be, he probably wouldn't even got to try. You understand what I'm saying? It's just maddening what we got to go through and what we got to witness. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you know, one of my best friends, you know, my kids was raised around. Our sons are best friends and shit. 8 years. Nonviolent offense. I got daughters that served almost 6 years. Nonviolent offenses. This white girl murdered a motherfucker in cold blood in his house while he eating Oreo cookies and ice cream. You can't get no more American than that. And she gets to walk on 10 years? Sister CeeLo say, his brother and the judge were all off code. White Jesus all in their heart. Christianity is not for the African. She, so what she's talking about is that there was a hug between Amber and Botham Jean's brother. You know what I'm saying? The court was full of forgiveness. I mean, there is a place for forgiveness, but goddamn, we got to learn to be a little bit socially. We need to be a little bit more socially responsible with our forgiveness. I'm gonna give him a drunken forgiveness ticket. He needs to report to black court. You know what I'm saying? A public display of unmerited forgiveness. We need to have charges like that. If we're talking about a code, we need to have charges. Flagrant forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Somebody throw the flag. You know, it's just incredible to me. And then you have people turn around and talk about, you know, we need to, this whole reparations thing is outrageous. Even if it's outrageous, it need to be demanded. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, because it's like, you want to see prison reform. He said he prays she accepts Jesus in her heart. Do he know that on her last day of court that she probably had a going to jail party? That she was able to lay up with her loved ones and hug everybody before she went to court, get her last little sex session in before she go in. Do he know that more than likely she is going to be in protective care inside of the prison? Do he know? Do he know that she will probably be able to get conjugal visits and do things like clean up highways? The judge hugged her too and gave her a Bible. The bailiff stroking her hair the day before. Was we sentencing a murderer, or were we sentencing a puppy? How is she getting all of this positive publicity and public stroking? How is that possible? How is that allowed? Come on, family. We got to do better. It's just. I'm just imagining if that was my son. Yeah, she's gonna be in protective custody. She gonna be in protective custody. Ain't nobody gonna be able to put no hands on her. She gonna be living a life. I'm surprised. Somebody need to look on GoFundMe and see if they have already started a GoFundMe for her release party. What's that you putting on? Huh? Real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. See my style, it's real life here. You ain't got the makeup people that wake up this morning.
No, stop.
That ain't working, baby. You look like the Joker. No, that ain't gonna work. So, I'm just like, I am like, but hey, we can't allow this to be the diversion that is meant to be. We have to march forward and continue doing our work. See, because what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Because I'm telling you, man, I have fantasies of breaking the law at 70 and being arrested. And when I'm checked into prison, to the jail, right? It ain't gonna be nothing serious. I'm 70 years old. I'm gonna walk in. The person that's gonna print me is gonna be family. The people that run the county jail is gonna be family. They're gonna be hooking me up. Even some of the people in the place where I'm gonna be bunking is gonna be family. Then I'm gonna be walked to prison. And the person that's gonna walk me to prison is gonna be family. And I'm gonna walk into the courtroom, and guess what? I'm gonna look up at the judge, and the judge is gonna give me the nod. You know why? Because he's family. And the prosecutor is family. And my defending attorney, who just happens to pop up at the last minute, will be family. And I'll look back in the crowd, and it will be full of family. And we will have representatives of Columbus politicians, and they all gonna be family. And I'm gonna be able to laugh and get up and walk right out. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. The deck is stacked, and family, we need to start learning and building and stacking the deck. And be able to do for us what they have been doing for themselves for the last 250 years. We need to go and start stacking the deck. Family, listen, I'm going to have some politicians coming on here real soon, because we're going to have, with reparations at the forefront of their discussion. We already are talking about in Gye-Nyame. We want 3 seats by 2023 on the city council. We're getting people on the school board. We're grooming young people right now, because we want mayor. We want the mayor of the city before the 2030s hit. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know what everybody else is doing all over the country, and I really can't care. But I know, as for me and mine, we have to make sure that our home is secure, so that I can accidentally walk into somebody's wrong house and blow their ass away, and be able to walk away with somebody slapping me on the goddamn wrist. This is the game that they're playing. They let you know that this white woman's feelings was more important than this black man's life. And just by crying, she was able to erase 15 to 100 years from her sentence. 15 to 100 years. But it's cool. It's cool. Because, they done laid out the blueprint. I got it. Right? I got it. So please be prepared. Work with me. Like I said, check out the stuff. Go help support, because we got plans, family. We got plans. We need to be able to just not have to pay parking tickets no more. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to set up the system for us. See, because this is what has been modeled for you. A system that has been designed for them. We need to radically change the system that we are currently in so that it benefits us. I'm sitting up here deprived of friendship of one of my brothers for 8 years for some nonviolent shit. I'm sitting up here and I seen one of my daughters go to jail for 3 to 6 years for some nonviolent shit. And I'm not the only one. I know some of y'all out there listening right now have had people in your life, loved ones, go to jail for nonviolent crime and get more time than this hussy got. Now, you can lay down and take it if you want. You gon' see, because these politicians need to be talking. They need to be talking to us for real. Not these feel-goodisms, not coming and trying to get the Holy Ghost to move me, not trying to talk to my emotions. You need to be talking about an agenda that directly benefits me and mine. All the good Christians on Facebook commending the judge, her brother, that bailiff. Well, you know what, CeeLo, I don't even got time to even go and look at all that. I'm not even looking at all that. Because as we say in Simbaland, I'm building me a home. I'm building me a home. You know what I'm saying? This earthly house is gonna soon decay. And when they try to send me to jail, I got to have the people to pay. You understand what I'm saying? I'm learning how. I'm learning how to play the game. I'm watching the pros. Right? You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to take over the city. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We can leave the state and the rest of the country to 2 and 3 generations behind us. But we can make some effective change right here in this city. Right? Especially by pushing for this national legislation that we're talking about, but then start seriously working and grinding right here in this city to really make the difference. They are talking to the FOP, getting contribution and endorsements. Family, we need to be aware of any political candidate that's getting support from the FOP, because the FOP don't give a damn about you. The FOP have supported almost every individual that has unjustly murdered one of us. The FOP should be put up on that list of enemies of the tribe, enemies of our state. Really. You know what I'm saying? Come on, family. Oh my God, this is getting ridiculous. All right, so let me go on. We're gonna do this toast. I'm gonna be trying to get the show popping off tonight. It'll probably be about 10, 11 o'clock.
Sasha.
Sister CeeLo say they are talking to the FOP, getting contribution and endorsements. We have to root cause this an African with a white supreme being is no longer an African. Race traitors all. CeeLo be coming hard early in the morning. I hope some of y'all ready out there. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole point is, this is infuriating, especially for those of us who have had individuals, even in defense of their own lives, take somebody's life and do time. Come on now. People fighting oppression, and somebody get fucked up, even though they in the wrong. Do massive amounts of time. And this is supposed to be okay. This is justice. No, this is just them. But yo, like I said, we're working on radically changing the structure of this country. Please understand, family, when we talk about reparations, what we talking about is putting you in an elite class. Please understand. It's not being played with. An elite protected class. That's what we gonna get. And either way, we still gonna take over the city. It don't matter. It don't matter. That train is all. Those seeds have already been planted. I'm just telling y'all right now. It's already been put out in the universe. I already wrote about it. You know, so one of my daughters said, "Dad, you need to just keep on writing because some of the stuff you be writing about is coming true." I got a book that I ain't even released yet. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I already put a lot of stuff in. You know what I'm saying? Not the Amber Geiger stuff, but it's because I honestly believe that if we don't start projecting our ideas of how the future is supposed to look, we're going to have issues. Let me give you an example. So, I've been going on the Fiverr app. I've been using the Fiverr. You know what I'm saying? This is why I've been able to get some of my products redesigned and stuff like that. I mean, some of them do a real good job. But I shared the story of G because I wanted to get it illustrated. And I will show a copy of that. For those that don't know, G is the mythic founder of Gye-Nyame, what we call Gye-Nyame tribe, right? Gye-Nyame Nation. He was the mythic founder. We have a whole mythic history behind it, you know what I'm saying? Because if you are going to really do a rites of passage, you have to have a motto. You have to have a motto. I mean, a lot of people don't know this. You know what I'm saying? You got to have an archetype. Look it up. We got one. Well, anyway, so you read the story. It start off, G come from a land called Black, because the people named themselves after the dark soil from which they came. And after that, they looked at themselves and they see that they was the same color of earth and they're black. So I send it off to Fiverr, and these individuals supposedly read the story and send me back pictures of white people. I send it right back. I'm not paying for this shit. I mean, right in the beginning, you could look at my photo. I'm not right. No. This story must come back. You want some money from me? They need to be black. Now, I ain't talking about you just coloring in these motherfuckers that you done sent me. No. Black noses, black hair, black everything. They got to be us. This is us. This is our myth. For my tribe. I ain't showing my children this shit. I ain't showing the young people that's coming in this shit. I'm not showing the adults that's coming into Gye-Nyame this bullshit. I need some color. You know, I know some of y'all like, brother, I tell you, why you using Fiverr? Because every time I ask one of my artist friends, they too busy or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not able to pay enough. It's not that I don't want to pay enough. I'm not able to pay some of the fees that they be charging. Ain't it incredible how some of the brokest motherfuckers charge some of the highest fees before you even get a sample? Come on, dog. Come on, dog, work with me. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You can work with me? No, I gotta go to Fiverr. That's something. Alright, but maybe somebody hear me and be like, brother, I can do it. Okay, we'll see. How much? $700. Get out of here. Anyway. But if you're good enough, I'll probably find a way to get that. But, that's too much. Just letting you know. Yeah. So here we go. Family, I will talk with you tonight, but let's go and get this toast popping. First off, we raise up our glass and we salute the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass as you hear the thing in the background. It's real life ain't Gye-Nyame journey, but we still lift up our glass to the creator and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? I'm going to tell you where we go. From there, family, we move to this present moment. And since we're at the present moment, I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. We got any Ujamaa babies in the house? Any Ujamaa babies in the house tonight? Shouts out to those Ujamaa babies, yo. Family, today is Ujamaa. I want you to activate your reticular formations, and we have to get out and find it because our principles are there. The more we see them, the more we notice them, the more powerful they become. Just like the more we toast our ancestors, the more powerful they become. And I don't know how I jumped all the way over the ancestors and went to the now. Nobody is even complaining. Where is the family? Where is the team? Somebody was supposed to be like, Brother Hatim, how did you get to the now? You ain't even toast the ancestors. Can I get some support? All right, fellas, we raise up our glass for our ancestors. And we say, not I say yet, because we got a long list, because a lot of y'all have trusted me with your ancestors, and on a daily basis, y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we get down here. So we call on Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana, Davis, Herman Brown, Sr., Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Fanny, Gaston, Lena, Alpha, Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva, Brown, Margaret, Ellis, Watch Ellis, Cecil Ellis, about Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown, II, Barbara Tillis, Watch Ellis, Jr., Watch Ellis, Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Falar, Montague Pittman, L, No More X, Pet Mount, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Bro Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Daggal Pulley and Deluxe the Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Bronson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Mary Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Rick Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Grinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Karen Spratling, May Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, Beatty Sarah Welly, Vita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Murby Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keishla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Drill Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, here to Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Celia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Anna Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Imatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monares, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylan Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Simpson, Hazel Gadsden, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word, The first, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleaves, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Bank, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell. Oh, that's why I keep shutting off. Hey, Cleve. Sasha.
Yes.
Reach in this bag and give me my charger. I can't see none in the comments. Oh, Gina!
Huh?
Come here and reach in this bag and give me my charger. Why it cut off on me? Thank you.
You're not done with your show?
No. My computer acted up. Hopefully. We still got the show going. Y'all still out there? Let me set up this charger. My computer acting. It's acting strange, and I like it. Just the way she is, she's strange. All right. We had Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans. Damn, I gotta start everything over. Gene Evans. Just the way she is, she's strange, and I like it. Walking down the avenue, so I'm starting to see the flaws. You know how you get that new thing, and it's, you know, that new boo, and then you start noticing the little flaws. That's what's happening right here. I'm noticing these little flaws here. Like, what the hell going on? Who gave you permission to be acting like that? Acting like you ain't got no home training. All right, y'all can also join us on GNJ Media .live. That is our website. Yes, it is. All right. Chat back up. Let me see if I missed anything. Somebody said Grand Rising. Uh-oh. Y'all's in the house. Give it up for y'all. Let's give it up for her. She in the house. She let me know. We got Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia Edward Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kim Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Key Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls here in West Staten, Joel Jamel Alls, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Lauren Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekham Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Copeland, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as my aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Todd, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunda, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Nickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denisa Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henriette II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Aulau T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan, Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lisa White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby, Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Tilara Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright. We raise our glass to all of our ancestors, those that are here and those that are coming, right? We raise our glass and we salute them, right? We have breakfast with our ancestors. We drink with our ancestors. We bring them into our existence so that we can harness their power, so that we can move in power in the moment. In power in the moment. Using their wisdom, using their insight, and expanding on it. That's our responsibility, family, so that we can lay the foundation for the future generation. So we raise up our glass in this moment. And in this moment, family, let me tell you what we are. We are on Ujamaa. It is Ujamaa Day once again. Let's give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. Activate your reticular formations, and we are going to hunt down Ujamaa. Family, we have to make it our mission on a daily basis to find our principles. We made it simple in Gye-Nyame. We do a principle a day. Can you find a situation where Ujamaa is being practiced in our community? Because once you track it down and you are able to see it, once you will be able to start seeing it in more places. Our principles are constantly in action around us. We just don't recognize them. We need to start learning to recognize them so that we can start empowering when we see it popping off in our community. Part of the problem is we have been designed and taught to see things that are detrimental to us. I mean, actually, this is part of survival, but you know what I'm saying as a whole. But we have been taught not to see our principles. We've been taught to see other people's principles. That's the point that I think CeeLo is trying to make. Our mind state and our worldview is based on somebody else, and you cannot control the moment if it's not yours. We need to take our moments back. We need to take our moment back. This is it right here, right? So we raise our glass to Ujamaa. For those that don't understand what Ujamaa is, Sasha, you had a question for me?
Can you help me get the cereal?
Cleveland right in there, Sasha. Ujamaa means cooperative economics. The modern principle today is reciprocity, gratitude. Damn, I got on the wrong shirt. Gratitude is the principle. Green is the color. Shame on me. Got on the wrong color. Polarity is the Hermetic law. Male name is Yah. Female name is Yah. And yes, Ujamaa is represented this morning. All right, so family, raise our glass for this moment. We say Ashe. From there, family, we move to our future generations. We are guaranteeing them that we will lay a place for them. We will level it out as much as possible. They're going to have to do some work, but we're going to level out. We're going to handle our moment so that when their moment comes, they are not encumbered by shit from our past. They're able to move forward and deal with their new issues rather than have to deal with ours. So we throw up a glass to our children's children on to infinity. From their family, where do we go? I'm going to let you know where we go. Where we going? Where we going, Sasha? Right now, we're going to all of our relations. We say Ashe from all of our relations. Family, you notice that selfish toast. What is it that you need in this moment to move towards your personal greatness? We lift it up. What do you need in this moment to master the moment? We lift our glass. We say Ashe. Last but not least, family, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most outstanding, the most inspiring individual in the room. I want to lift up my glass to you. We toast you and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we say, K-N and Gye-Nyame, make sure you get the merch. Family, check out the merch, gnj.media.live/merch, MERCH. You know what I'm saying? Support the journey. There's a tip jar there too. Hit up the tip jar. You know what I'm saying? Let us know we bring some value to your life. You know what I'm saying? So, and we gonna keep on doing this. I will see y'all hopefully tonight. And if not, I will see you in the morning because registration is early. So I'm going to have to be over there. And I will be reporting and checking in from the conference. So check out the timeline. Check out my Instagram. We're going to be doing the damn thing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Talking about those reparations. All right. But I'm out. You got to be the court. I got a question for you. If we're not training our children for our future, what in the hell are we doing? I'm just wondering. Amber Geiger was trained for somebody's future. That's why I love listening to Amos Wilson. Y'all got to check out Amos Wilson on Education Family. Go to Amos Wilson. Maybe we might do a group watch of Amos Wilson, on a Gye-Nyame movie night. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this weekend or the next 3-day weekend that I have, we might take some time and check out Amos Wilson. So be looking out on Gye-Nyame Journey. And, I'm going to take the hit for it, but we're going to show Amos Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he start talking about the whole education piece. Training them to serve massa. All right, we already spoke about that. It's real life here, Gye-Nyame Journey. She said, training them to serve massa. He's spelling it wrong. It's M-A-S-S-A, massa. All right. You know what I'm saying? Not master. You know what I'm saying? Master's where we're heading. Right? That's a level. Massa is what they were. And it'd be so funny if we find that, you know what? We might need to do some etymology and find out the root word of massa. Because I'm trying to tell you, our people are smart as hell. You know what I'm saying? Massa? It might mean asshole or something like that. In one of those like massa. Right? And all this time we thought they were saying one thing when really they were saying something else. We heard you, massa. What y'all laughing at? Not massa. Means dick hair or something. Nothing. Massa. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, you know, hey, we were fighting quiet revolution the whole time. So, family, this brother Hatem. That's a good concept for a book. I'm gone. Family, I'll see you soon. I'm out. I gotta get ready for the dinners. Cleveland gotta go to school. Gotta get these girls ready. Sasha rolling her eyes. Sasha rolling her eyes. It's real life at Gye-Nyame Journey, family. Early in the morning, we get it moving. So, how many of y'all would be interested in seeing the Amos Wilson video together? You know, we could stop it and have conversation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can throw up your comments and shit like that, because I really think it would be important. I just got to figure out which one. So anybody out there that is really, really an Amos Wilson head, please post up a video. Please post up a video that is about 45 minutes to, you know, because you know we having some 3-hour videos, and they be good, but we don't want to belabor the people like that. We want to show a video maybe about 45 minutes to an hour that we can have some major discussion around. Maybe I'll do that. Let's see if we might be able to do that on Nia, depending on what happens after the conference. If it ain't a lot going on after the conference, we're going to sit down and watch a movie together. All right, family, this is Brother Hatem. I'm out. Peace.